Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on Crossout for PS4. You might feel a little overwhelmed if you're just starting up and you've never played it before. I know I was. I hated this game at first, but it is well worth getting used to it. It is worth the learning curve. When you first start out and you start driving, you'll notice that if you try to turn, you just kind of go crazy a little bit. I've gotten used to it, so I have to exaggerate my movements a little bit, because once you get used to it, you're fine. Yes, the starter car is really shit. It does turn way sharper than it needs to. It's really sensitive that way, but you can get used to it. It's not unusable, but yeah, you definitely want to change that as soon as you can. And with the way you do that, the way you improve the handling of your car, you go into build. As you go, you're going to get access to more and more parts. Now, what you're looking for are any of the wheels ST. You want ST specifically because a regular wheel is just something that you pull along. They don't give you any power. The controls in the garage thing here are a little wonky. Takes some getting used to, but once you do, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. Put these away with R1. If you're not clear, if you push R2 when you're in the garage, it'll tell you what every one of those buttons does. So you can see up above there, or below each of the buttons, it tells you, like, when you start out, it looks like this, but I mean, what the hell does a hammer on a box mean? Well, let's find out. R2 is label the fucker. So, it's remove part. I'm going to show you how to make it handle a little better. So, once you get some parts rolling in, and it'll take a while. You have to level up a few times before they start giving you some parts you can really do anything with. You're going to want to, first of all, extend your frame. That'll help balance it out. What the hell is your problem? There. That's what I thought. You do have to snap to a grid, or the grid, I suppose, and then attach your wheel ST. I'm going to extend the frame out both directions. And this will help you keep from falling over. And you want to use the ST and not the standard because, they'll all drive this way. It'll help you control it a little better. Think of them as training wheels that you want throughout the game. The other option would be to extend the frame backwards with little frames like that, and eventually you get long ones. You do this and then put some wheels on that. There are buttons to make this go faster than that, but I just never got used to them yet. You can see the difference in the steering and the handling. There we go. Much easier, much less likely to flip over. So this is how you go about making it so your car doesn't fly all over the place. The fastest way to make money early on is just to go into your inventory, find anything that, is sellable that you aren't going to use. A lot of times you'll see like an extra wheel or a gun that you're not going to use or whatever. And you once you find that, let's sell a wheel. All you do is highlight the item, hit triangle, and then you never want to hit the sell button. That's a problem. This will instantly sell it for the highest price that somebody has offered to buy it, and I'll get into that a little bit later. You can also buy one. That's a little safer. If that's what you're looking for, that'll give you the quick price, the next lowest price that it is for sale and available. What you want to do if you're going to sell this, though, hit trade. That'll bring you into this menu here. Once you're in this menu here, you can hit sell, and it will suggest the price you should sell it for. This is what you'll be selling it for here on the top, and what you'll get after the taxes is taken out is here. Now you can change either one of these. Like, let's say you want to get a round number and you don't want to do the math. Let's just go in here, delete this. I want 1 gold for this. Done. and it automatically figures the math for you. So they're going to sell it for 112. This isn't advisable for this amount in this situation because nobody's going to buy that. Because as you saw, they're suggesting 43 cents because, well, I mean, that would put it at the lowest for that item. So when somebody comes in to buy it, they're not going to buy one that costs more than that because that doesn't make any sense. So they're going to buy the lowest one. Sure, it's possible to buy one that's higher, but why would you want to do that? You always want your product to be the cheapest if you want to move it fast. So let's go ahead and sell this, and once I have the information that I want there, I can hit square. Now this will not always, well, this will never sell it instantly, but if there are enough people playing and somebody happens to be looking at the market just then and click on it, you know, you'll probably get the money right away. But you know, as you can see, my money hasn't changed there. But you might have to give it a few minutes, might be a few hours, a few days, depending on what it is, how rare it is, how expensive it is. I'll show you an example here. I've got this eagle up for sale. Now, the eagle, oh, mine's the only offer, and nobody's gonna buy it at this price. That's fine, unless some rich kid wants to come along and spend their money. That's fine. I don't expect it to go, but I want it there just in case somebody does happen along and have that much money to drop on it. That's fine. Depending on the item, it might be up there for a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, whatever. But you can get an idea of just how popular an item is or how many people are selling it by just looking at the offers here. It'll tell you, you know, there are 1,088 people selling a Huntsman. They're not all for the same price, but this is the lowest you can buy it for right here. So 51 cents, and the highest amount somebody will give you to just buy it right away is 11 cents. Like if I had a Huntsman in my inventory that I wanted to sell, I could sell it without waiting for 11 cents. To put down an offer on an item, you need to have that much money in your inventory. The amount you want to give, you have to have it because you deposit it. You don't lose anything if you decide to change your mind or whatever, but you do have to have the money up front. We'll use this for an example. We'll go into the Wyvern here. To do this, to put an offer on an item, I'm just in the market. Here, the main menu or the garage menu here. Hit the market button, and I'm going to click on the Wyvern, just with an X, with X button. And once you get in here, you can, you know, sell one like we did before, or click on buy. Now it's going to ask you how much you want to pay for it. Now this is where you're going to go up here and change this to, I'm going to change it to $10. Nobody in their right mind is going to sell this for $10. So I have the $10 there, or entered here. This is how much I'm offering to pay somebody for a Wyvern. And once that's in there, I can hit square to place my order. And your request has been placed. You will receive a notification on successful purchase. So, and you'll see that my money has been reduced by $10. If you make an offer on something and you want to cancel it, you want to get your money back, just go to market, you go to my offers, and you'll see all the offers you're currently making, the things you're selling and the things you're offering to pay for. And you just go over to the right here and you click the X with the X button. It's going to ask you to confirm and you get your money back. You hit yes, which is square, and once again I have 1063. When you're building your machine, there are a few things that you want to keep in mind. First of all, the part limit. When you first start the game, I think your part limit's like 20. That means you can have a total of 20 parts that are attached to your unit, and I do believe this counts as, yep, it does. So your cabin counts as a piece as well. So you have 20 pieces that you can have at one time, and they all have to be connected, obviously. The numbers that you are going to be looking at most of the time are going to be the structure, which ends up being your hit points. Total parts, obviously, that's you want a higher total part limit so you can put a bunch of stuff on there. Your energy, which is going to be the major limiter. and it's really kind of nice the way they have it set it up. It kind of keeps everybody on par with each other. Sure, some people are have a better skill set or whatever. They're better at constructing these things, but it's a lot of hit and miss. It's a lot of just trial and error until you get the right combination that works for you. Energy is for things like guns. See, you can see here, energy drain for the Hornet is 2. I have a total of 7 for this cabin, and since I've got 2 of those attached, and then 1 car jack, that's a total of 5 points. So I've got 2 points left. I could put another machine gun on there if I wanted to, and then the mass. You'll have a total weight limit. The heavier you are, the slower your acceleration is going to be. So you want to keep that low. The other thing is the power score, the big number on top there in the bottom right. That is basically your ticket to higher level fights. That's the limiter as far as which people you're going to be playing with. It's kind of a range, but for example, when you're just starting out, you have a power score of what, under 1,000, I'm assuming. When you start from the beginning, you're not going to be able to play with people that are like 6,000 power score, unless we did find this out with Dib. If you join a party with somebody that's a higher power score, and you go into a mission with them, you will be playing against people on par with them. So you'll be at an extreme disadvantage there. So you want to get your power score up as high as you can get it for the part limit that you have. The other thing that you want to keep moving up is your structure, because that'll translate directly to your hit points. So you have 392 structure. We'll test drive this. I have 392 hit points. You'll see those at the bottom. That's my life bar there. That white thing in the bottom middle, and you'll see the other two the 2 symbols above that are my my guns. You see as you're firing, that meter fills up. That's the coolant meter. If you hold it down too long, they overheat. You are stuck without guns for a few seconds. So you're better off just firing. Let it cool a little bit. So you just kind of, there are gonna be a lot of times where you're just holding it down the entire fight, and you'll get by okay with that. But it's always better to just always have something available just in case the right opportunity presents itself. To back out of the test drive, you just hit options. For hit points, we're going to go into our inventory here. All of the little attachment dealies will have a power score and or structure that they add to your vehicle. So let's use this plate, for example, this half wall. You'll see that it increases vehicle structure by 57, so that gives me 57 hit points. It increases power score by 44. It also gives you the mass there. So we're going to click on that. Back up a little bit here. The best way to do it is to cover your main cabin, because that's where you're going to get hurt the worst. If they can't get to your cabin, they can't kill you. So cover it up the best you can. These plates do not last very long. The more structure they have, the longer they will, but do not expect them to survive the fight. You never lose the item permanently, unless you sell it, but it will come off in battle after it's shot a few times. So we're going to go ahead and put a few plates on here. Doesn't need to be pretty. You can actually put it wherever you want, as long as it's connected to a part of the grid. So we'll go ahead and take that for a spin. It's ugly as can be. Well, no, I've seen far uglier. And you will too. You'll see all kinds of monstrosities. Okay, and the test mode is kind of nice because it pits you against, a dormant, an undriven version of your car. So you can kind of test the defensive qualities. Now, the different numbers there, the white ones are damage to the parts, and yellow numbers are damage to your cabin. Yellow is bad. You don't want that. You will notice that your life does fall off as your parts do. That's fine, because it's all factored into your total life score. So, we'll go ahead and spawn some bots in here by pushing down on the D-pad. When you're fighting things, you want to look at their tires. Do they have 4 wheels? If they have 4 wheels, go for their tires. If they only have 4 and you knock one off, they're going to have a hard time. Sure, they can move around a little bit. They can still drive to some degree. But the more wheels that you knock off, the less they can do that. I also want to try to take out their guns. Because if they don't have a gun, they can't fight you. Except for ramming. Not easy with these starter cars. There we go. I knocked his gun off. He's pretty much useless now. He's got a little melee thing on the front. So he can ram us with a good amount of speed. Or he can damage us if he rams us at a decent speed, rather. One more quick thing before we head out to the field. You're going to be tempted to sell a lot of, like, the stuff that you get, like just the raw materials, the scrap metal, the wires. I would suggest hanging on to them. Yes, you can make a lot of money doing it, and I mean, that's how I made my money early on, but as you progress in the game, you're going to wish you had hung on to them, because they are much more important later on. Sure, everybody's a little different. Some people won't use the coupons, some people won't use the electronics. I'm one of those people. The electronics are, from what I've seen, for really high-end gear, and I'm nowhere near that yet, so I'm just like, it's easy enough to get them, and they're super cheap because everybody's selling them. The other thing is the coupons. You need so many of them to do anything. So, you know, if you sell them, I don't think you're really out anything. Sell extra wheels and extra chassis or cabins. Sell extras of the cannon. Just throw the shotgun away. Nobody wants it. Now, if you have different guns on your vehicle, you can map them to different buttons on your controller. To do this, all you do, you're in the main garage menu here. You click on the first button, this one here, and it's like the little gun symbol. Then it'll actually point to each one as you highlight it. So let's say the one on the right, I want that to be R2. The one on the left, I want to be L2. And you can map it to any of those buttons, any of the face buttons there, and like the triggers. I've never needed more than the 2 triggers, and then maybe R1. But who knows? You might have a situation where you have 6 different guns you want to fire at different times. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, but that's how you do it. And when it comes to different blueprints, like let's say, well, I'll just show you, because I'm going to switch to my good vehicle for now, so I can show you some missions. But when you want to save your creation, you just go down here to the little save symbol, floppy disk dealy. You have 4. Oh, there's more. Oh, blueprint storage. That's a thing. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'll look at that later. But you start out with 4. You can have 4 different blueprints of your own making. And if I wanted to save this, which I'm definitely not going to, I would just highlight one of the slots here and hit the save button. And then once I've entered the name and confirmed it, it would save it. I'm going to back out of that. I'm going to go ahead and load blue snack. So when you want to load one, you click on the one you want. Then you go down over here to load, bottom left-hand corner. And it's going to warn you, it's going to say, you know, the car that you're currently using is going to be taken apart. Is that okay? And as long as you've saved it, or if you just don't want to save it, you just hit yes, you're good to go. Now I'm in my my primary vehicle, and you'll find that your primary vehicle changes constantly. Like, I've had the same base structure for a while, but everything about it changes here and there, like every few fights. So it depends a lot on your levels, the stuff that you get from leveling up, your money situation. If you end up with a bunch of money, you want to spend it on a new gun, you know, you're going to change things around just for that. Between the part limit and the power limit, you're going to be changing things around a lot. So let's head out to battle. You hit just square, or you can click on it. That works too. Your basic missions are right here. It's under missions. The first one you get is going to be get the machine gun. And really all it is a reward pool. It's just a reward pool. This is the first one that you have available, the only one you can start out until you... Or that's the only one you can do until you get to, like, level 5, maybe 3. I don't know. Level up a few times, then you can move on to the next one. And each one has, like, something that is like, oh, get this, get that. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means, like, that's the ultimate prize from that mission. And then when you get down here... Oh, yeah, see, these are the level requirements here. And then as you go on, or when you get to the bottom here, you have a power score of 3,000. You need a power score of 3,000 to get into this mission. 4,000 for this one. It's not that big of a deal. You'll get there pretty soon after you hit the level 7 mark. The next set of game types would be raids. Click on that. Raids take gas. You'll see your gas up at the top right here. Your total, I think you start out with a total of 50. It goes up over time, it's fine, or as you level up. Gas you can receive by equipping one of these gas barrels to your machine. And it doesn't need to survive the fight. It does explode. I think there's a problem with the damage at the moment. They might fix it. They might leave. I don't know. I don't see it actually doing that much damage, or especially not for 10-meter radius. But anyway, you attach the fuel barrel to your machine and you take it into a mission. If you win, you have a chance to bring back some gas. And it's usually 25 per run. The fuel barrel does not have to survive. You don't have to survive. As long as your team wins, you have a chance to bring some gas home. So that's how you get the gas to enter the raids. The raids, I find that cargo race is the easiest, while things like defense are doable. But there are a few that are just, they feel so unbalanced. They're really difficult. So I would suggest cargo race to start out with. Defense is okay, but you know, if you have a garbage team, it might not go very well. Oh, one more thing about the raids. They're always changing out. I think it's every 2 hours, and you'll see how long, like, right here it says in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, it's going to change. Or new missions are available. That means all these are going to change in 2.5 minutes. These are all going to go. They're going to put, new ones in there. They might be some of the same kind of things. They might be completely different. But yeah, that's what that means. And it's like every 4 hours, I think. Or maybe 2 hours. I don't know. Anyway, brawls are the next set. These are a little more frustrating. Now it says new missions available in 24 hours. It's my experience that when these things do start up, they're usually only on for like 4 hours, but maybe they changed that now. Because this is going to be up for 24 hours, the free-for-all. This is a great way to make scrap. Great way to pick up scrap. And if you're lucky enough to get first place, you get a little loot crate. That's cool. This is garbage. Nobody wants those. You can sell the pieces. That's fine. Otherwise, you're going to be saving them for a long time and then saving up your wires or whatever other junk they need to make that stuff. You'll be saving stuff for a long time. There are different modes here. These all change out too. Storm warning's a little different. You just kind of stay alive as long as you can. Obviously everybody's shooting at you, but stay away from the storm. The storm kills you. Free for all is self-explanatory. Race is self-explanatory. Yeah, so let's head into battle here. Click on the mission you want, hit square. It usually loads within a few seconds. The loading times are fantastic in this game. The what the hell is it? The matchup time. Come on, there's a term for it. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, the time it takes for them to find enough people to play with is great. It's usually got a few bots on each side. You'll notice those with the simple names, but this time there are no bots, so these are all humans on both sides. That's going to be a good fight. Damn it. Boom. Yeah. That's okay. There we go, he's done. Dang it. Now you'll notice, as you're playing this, ow, most of your points, most of your experience points come from breaking pieces off of other players. Not necessarily kills. Kills are okay, but they're definitely not something that you need to worry about. Definitely don't need to worry about getting just a kill assist on stuff, because, you know, there are only 8 kills usually in a match to even, for anybody to even have, because there's 8 players on each team. If you can do a lot of damage to somebody really quick, just take all their stuff off. If you ever get the opportunity to sit and pick pieces off of somebody, like, as long as you're not in a hurry, and maybe you're completely disabled, but you have somebody that's disabled in front of you, and you still have a gun, you can sit and pick all their parts off. That's a good way for to get experience. Obviously, capturing the enemy base is good experience, but there's only 300 points to be had there, so it's kind of a one-time per match, and really only if you're successful. So it's not really something you can depend on. You know, and there is no respawn, so everybody gets 1 life. That's where the structure comes in. You want to stay alive as long as you can. As you can see here, you can hover over points received. It shows total points. Kills. I think I got 1 kill, maybe. Parts destruction, I got 468. That's pretty low, really, but still, it's higher than the others. That didn't stay up long enough for me to show you, but I'll cut it together and show you at the end of the next match. The other side. Oh, I wish they could all go that way. Damn it. No, none of that. They're not gonna do that today. Oh, damn it. Wait, did I hit him? Oh, dude, I aimed for the one on the right, and they rocked the boat a little bit, and the crosshair went to the left, but it was in perfect position to hit the other guy. It's great. Whoop, that's okay. We'll be fine. And this is how you self-destruct, kids. Hold the 2 sticks down. Aw, he's not gonna be here when I go. Damn it. Oh, I hit him. Look at that. Yeah, you just hold the sticks down until that little meter fills up. You let go, and you go boom. Just a few seconds later. There's a little bit of a delay between the time you let go and the time you go boom, but it's very useful, especially if you get somebody stuck on top of you, or somebody has you stuck on top of them, and you can't really do anything, and you just want to end it all. There you go. Do some damage on your way out. Might as well. Get him. You can do it. Yeah, there you go. Victory. He must have been the last one. Okay, and then on the left side here, you'll notice this changes out automatically. It'll switch back in a second. It shows me all the things going on. Down here you'll see rewards that you've received. These are stickers, which are useless. You'll notice that this number's higher sometimes because you have a bonus, higher than the number on the right there. But that's because it's got all the bonuses factored in. So if that's a little confusing, that should explain it. If the time runs out and your team has 1 point and they have 0, or like if you have more points than them at the end, when the timer runs down to 0 and you have more points than your opponent, you win. If they have more points than you lose. Pretty simple. You also lose if they kill your whole team. Damn it. Damn it. No, oh, come back. Fuck. No, I'm done. Damn. Damn. Oh well. So, ways to win. Kill their whole team. Have more cars left than them at the end of the, when the time runs out. Capture their base. Have more points than them by the time runs out. Points trumps number of cars. If you're trying to capture their base and there's one of them on their circle with you, you're not going to make any progress. As long as one of them is on the circle, it'll hold the progress still. So I sucked that time. Okay, and you can see right here, it's sold one piece of medium wheel for 43 cents after taxes. So, that was one of the things we put on the market there. It wasn't instant, but it's been probably a half hour since then. So that's not too bad. Post enough stuff, you'll get some spending money. I would suggest going into the market and buying some decorations at the beginning. Just something cheap. You don't need anything fancy. You just go over to the sold for minimum, sort it. You'll have to hit it a couple of times because it puts the expensive ones first the first time. Buy some like headlights or candle bags or whatever. They're good for 1% extra experience each. They take up one part on your total parts limit, but it's worth it, especially if you get enough of them early game where you have like 3 or 4 extra experience, from the beginning. That's going to make a big difference. Every day when you come in, well, after every 24 hours, you're going to see this little thing up in the top right corner. These are your daily challenges. There's usually a couple. There's usually like one to play the game for 2 hours, and then one random one. You have some challenges there. There are some more challenges under the season thing that changes, but you can go into the season dealie, click on one of the dudes. I do believe you have to be a certain level to start this stuff, but maybe not. I could be wrong. Basically, you just click on the first one, start the process, and do the challenges as they request. Like win 15 battles. This is normal though. The easy one is let's see. The first one is use cannon. So you have to have a cannon, equip that, and destroy 15 players. Now, when it says something like that, you don't actually have to get the killing blow, as long as you did damage to them, the yellow damage. As long as you hit their chassis, it'll count as a kill assist, and that's what they're asking for here. Just destroy 15 players. So as long as you had a hand in destroying 15 of them, you're good. And then as you progress, after every challenge, you just move on to the next one. They're all a little different. You get to the end, and you get the big reward. So that's what I'm working on now, is the normal one. This is much more annoying, but it's very doable. I can do this in the next few days. That's fine. But that's all I've got for you right now. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped. Let me know if it did. Let me know if it did or didn't. Let me know if I missed anything simple. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to hit the like button, subscribe for more. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter at Kairu82 for the daily schedule. And check out my Twitch channel too. Follow me there, and I'm going to be doing a lot of streams there. Good place to go. I don't have a lot of followers yet, so as I gain followers, I'll do more stuff there. But yeah, thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.